So, in anticipation of the FOMC meeting tomorrow, the equity markets were pretty calm today, and Bitcoin so far rejecting the $22,000 level in the immediate short term. That is now the most important resistance level for Bitcoin. And so far, if we stay below 22,000 US dollars, snipers, we're looking at 20,800 as a potential target for Bitcoin. There's a lot to discuss today. I also want to cover Ethereum. Notice how we're breaking out of this channel, and this is to the downside, heading towards the 2018 previous all-time high here at 1440. And this is a very interesting puzzle piece, because if Ethereum breaks below 1440, it opens up this door here to 1277. And so let's first talk about what's happening here to Bitcoin, because you can see here Bitcoin also is potentially following this fractal that Bitcoin led the way with when we were trending around the $30,000 level. And we had a very similar channel that we broke out of. And so it's interesting to me that for both of these breakouts, Bitcoin was only really able to get to about 40% upside before it started to see sideways consolidation. You can see 38% for the consolidation at 30,000 and 38% for this consolidation so far. And what this consolidation told us was that once we broke out of this channel, it was a couple of weeks of sideways price action, but before Bitcoin was able to really make another move. And so at this point, what we're seeing in the immediate short term is a garden variety rejection of a very important resistance level here at 24,300 and 23,795. It's not a coincidence that that's where our current consolidation high is. And now that we've breached below 22,000, the reason that's significant is if we pull up the Bollinger Bands, just notice how the $22,000 level here is the Bollinger Band support, and now we're breaking back into this region. And so this is a very interesting time, because as we have the FOMC statement being released tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're potentially going to be getting interest rate hikes tomorrow, and the markets may be reacting to that. We may see some volatility. And so I think the real question is Bitcoin just right now forming this bullish sort of flag pattern after a move to the upside to, eventually, once the news comes out, continue to see another move to the upside? I think that this is certainly a possible scenario. We have to monitor the volume in the immediate short term to really get a better understanding of that. But right now, 22,000 was the most important support. Now it's an important resistance level. So we'll continue to monitor 22,000 US dollars. And if we can break above 22,000, then maybe we can get another test of 24. But if we stay below 22,000, we have the previous weekly open here at 20,800 as our first level of support. And then we have 20,000 US dollars, the 2018 previous all-time high, as another major level of support. And if we look at what's happening to Ethereum, most of the price action for the USD pairing is being affected by what's happening to Ethereum against Bitcoin. And you can see we're still getting rejected at that 70,000 Satoshi level. We haven't yet crossed above it. And usually the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart won't really break into new highs if Bitcoin isn't in a price discovery phase. And especially if we're not in a bull market, it would be tough for the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart to see continuation of the upside. So I guess we have to assume here that this is a potential lower high on the table. And we'll really get a confirmation of that if Ethereum breaks below 1440. That's a very big support level in the immediate short term. If we get below 1440, it's going to be very tough to get back above it. It'll open up that door, as I mentioned earlier, to 1277. And so we'll continue to monitor what's going on there with Ethereum. And as I mentioned from the start as well, the equity markets have been pretty calm today. So I wouldn't say there's much to discuss on that front. What I'm watching coming into this FOMC statement being released tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's July 27th, or I believe it's 2 days from now, because today's the 25th. So that would be on Wednesday. I'm going to be monitoring the DXY here at 106.56. This is a very important support level. So far it's holding, but if we breach below it, that would actually be a very bullish puzzle piece for the equity markets and Bitcoin. And if we see this hold as support and we see continuation to the upside, then of course that would not be the best for the equity markets and the cryptocurrency market. So I think that the DXY is moving sideways in anticipation of this interest rate hike. So I think this is a very important piece of news coming up here in the next 48 hours. And once we get the answers of, whether the feds are going to be tightening things up or if they're going to let loose a little bit, depending on if it's a 50-point interest rate hike, 75-point interest rate hike, or 100-point interest rate hike, I think the markets are going to have a different reaction for each one of those scenarios. So let's see what happens. Snipers, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this quick Monday update. James, G, and Billy on the live stream, thank you guys for being on the live stream. I'm going to wrap this up because I know some people want the content in a short video, so I'll make sure to also keep these short videos out there. So until next time for this live update, snipers, I'll see you guys into tomorrow. Turn around Tuesday, let's see what happens. Snipers out.